guys, welcome back to my channel, and obviously we are doing part 2 of my highlighter collection. If you have not seen part 1 or other parts of my makeup collection videos, I will leave those linked down below, but we're just gonna get right into this because I got a lot and these videos take a long time. As always, please don't forget to like and subscribe and tap that notification bell to be notified of more videos, and let's just get into my highlighters. First off, I have these two from Wet n Wild. These are the limited edition ones from their spring 2017 collection. These are the Lilac to Reality, which these are nice. I don't think they are the same formula as, say, these ones. They are a little bit stiffer, but still very pretty, a bit more powdery. You do have to work with them a little bit more, but they are very pretty. This one is in the Sweetest Bling, the pinky toned of the two. I love the packaging and the heart and everything. These are very definitely Instagram worthy. Still very beautiful. Then following along in that vein, I do have the Mega Glow highlighting powders, the 2 original and the 4 new ones that they recently came out with. These are some of my favorite highlighters. The formula is amazing and they are like $5, $6 a piece. Obviously, we all know Precious Petals, just absolutely stunning. I mean, for the drugstore and the price, this is an absolutely amazing product. It is so stunning. And then we have the Crown of My Canopy, which is a little bit dark for me, but I do love using this as a blush topper over a matte blush to kind of give me that radiance that I am looking for. And then the 4 new ones, I absolutely love all of these so much. This one is in Botanical Dream, which is just this beautiful kind of mid-tone pink. The formula is exactly the same. These are just so beautiful. I mean, look at that. I mean, this whole hand is inexpensive highlighters. And then we have Golden Flower Crown, which, as the name would suggest, is just a beautiful golden highlighter. These are stunning on their own. I love wetting my brush and then making them even more intense. Then we have Blossom Glow, which is a lighter, sort of icier pink. Oh, these are just so pretty. Oh my goodness. Highlighters make me so happy. Just a beautiful, very soft pink. And then last but not least from those, we have Royal Calyx, which is probably the one that I was the most excited for. I love crazy colored highlighters for an inexpensive price because, you know, I'm all about that life. I just love crazy colored highlights. It's similar to the purple one with the heart, but it is a little, I think, more wearable. Then I've got these Wet n Wild ones. These were from their limited edition unicorn collection. These were okay. I don't find that these 3 are anywhere near as good as their Mega Glow. This is their Color Icon formula. I hate the packaging on these, but this is just the, I think, Unicorn Glow. They're just a little stiffer and not as easy to work with. They're nowhere near as smooth or as pigmented, in my opinion. This one is the bronzy one. They don't have the names on them anymore because I took the stickers off, which I think is totally stupid. These just don't really do it as much for me. Kind of disappointing, not as intense. Then this is kind of the rosy one here. Once again, they look really pretty, but they're nothing very stand out. They're a little bit chunkier, a little bit more glittery, more like their geometric highlighting powders from a couple years back. Then I have some of these baked highlighters from e.l.f. I have already scraped off the top, and these are pretty good for the price. This is Blushed Gems. Here we have it there. After scraping off the top, they are very soft, pretty pigmented, and smooth. This one is Moonlight Pearls, and I have another one, but I cannot seem to find it. Maybe it will pop up as we're going along. Just very pretty, inexpensive, a nice beginner highlight. Then I have 3 from Laura Geller. These are their Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminators. This one is in everyone's favorite Gilded Honey, which I do like, but I do have to be a little careful with it just because it is so dark and intense, and I definitely have a paler complexion. Then I have Ballerina, which is more of like a bronzy rose gold, still very beautiful. The formula on these are really nice. That one's almost, I'd say, deeper than Gilded Honey. And then my personal favorite is the limited edition Diamond Dust for their 20 or 25th anniversary. This one is just so beautiful, and for pale skin, you cannot go wrong with this. I mean, that shift is just insane. I love it. And then I have these 2. These have been since repackaged, but these were the Fergie Center Stage highlighting palettes. This one is in Rosé Champagne Glow, which is very pretty. It's kind of more subtle, but if you wet your brush, this one can go a bit more intense. There it is there. Can't see it so well. And then my personal favorite is Hollywood Boulevard. I have been loving this one, and I just kind of wet my brush a little bit and I go to town. This thing is so pigmented and beautiful. Definitely check these out. Then I've got kind of an oldie but a goodie. This is NARS Albatross. We've all seen this. We know what it looks like. Just a very classic white gold, super illuminating and very pretty. I have found a couple dupes for this though. And then let's see here. I have this Stila Kitten All Over Face Shimmer Duo. Kind of has the lighter pinkier side and then a bit more bronzy on this side. I haven't used this nearly as much as I should. I need to pull it out more, and I think these would both be bomb inner corner highlights. They are very beautiful and reflective. And then these ones are the Master Fairy Highlights by Maybelline Face Studio. These were okay. They were both a gift from my friend for my birthday. They just kind of just don't really do it for me. They're a bit harder to work with, kind of chalky, aren't really glowy enough. They're more like, I mean, they just feel like powders, shimmery eyeshadows. They don't really feel like a true highlight powder. Pretty, but nothing super special. Obviously, we have to talk about one of my favorite affordable highlighter brands, and that is Makeup Revolution. I love their highlighters so stinking much. Oh, they're so good. Here I have one of their Vivid Baked highlighters. This is Radiant Lights. A lot of people talk about these and they're like, oh, they're subtle highlighters, and I really don't see... I mean, I guess, okay, that one's a little subtle, but a bunch of the other ones I feel are really intense. For example, I have another one in Golden Lights, and this is just so beautiful. Very reminiscent to the NARS Albatross, but like way more intense. It is so stunning. And then we have Peach Lights, which is another amazing one. If you like that kind of pinky tone, definitely take a look at this one. I mean, just look at that. That is so pretty. And then this is the same thing, but in matte lights. I really like this as like an under eye brightening powder. It's just really... not really like it says it's matte, but it is just very brightening and beautiful on the skin. I mean, it's just so soft. It sort of gives you your skin that just like soft, diffused, radiant look. And then I have these 3 here. These are the strobe highlighters. This is in Moon Glow Lights. This one is kind of akin to a Hourglass ambient lighting powder, as it's just very soft and lightly illuminating, not really like any crazy kapow color or anything like that. This one in Everglow Lights is a little bit more intense, but you know, kind of similar to the Hourglass formula and the way it goes. Just a very beautiful, softly illuminating. And then you guys know my favorite in holographic lights. This highlighter is absolutely amazing. It doesn't care. It just wants to glow and be amazing. It's just, oh, look at that. It's just so beautiful. I love this one so much, and I highly recommend, if you want an in-your-face highlighter, definitely go out and pick this up. Also from Makeup Revolution are these shimmer bricks, kind of a knockoff on the Bobbi Brown bricks. This is in rose gold. It's just really pretty and very smooth. You just kind of mix all the colors together and you get this beautiful, very foiled and high shine metallic look. And then this one in Pink Kiss, which you guys know I live for a pink toned highlighter, and this one is so beautiful. You just swirl all that together and just, oh, it looks so stunning. It's like that high metallic wet look. I have two from Physicians Formula right here. These are their, oh my goodness, Powder Palette Mineral Glow Pearls. This one is in Translucent Pearl. Now I like using this one for either setting my under eye or setting my whole face when I want to have a very just glowy and illuminated look. Super subtle but very pretty. And then this one is in Light Bronze Pearl. Now, if you can see, I don't know if you guys can see, this one I haven't used nearly as much as the first one. And it kind of starts out having that like overspray, where this one is totally worked out and this one still has a bit of that overspray to it. But it's still very pretty. This is obviously much more bronzy and kind of a highlight that I don't reach for too often, but it's still very beautiful even though it's super subtle. Maybelline Master Chrome, another present from my friend, and this thing is super legit. It is just so shiny and reflective and metallic and wet. The texture feels like a high-end product and it performs so beautifully. It is just amazing. I mean, look at how gorgeous that is. Next up are all of my beloved Jeffree Star Skin Frosts. Let's see here. I love how we have to start on one that I'm not a huge fan of. This is Regina George. It's pretty, but it just isn't the same consistency as his other ones. It's a bit chunkier, a bit chalkier, and it's just not as smooth and easy to work with. And then Deep Freeze, one of my first ones, and I absolutely love this one. It's just so much smoother and more pigmented and just, woo! I mean, look at that. It is just stunning. And then here we have Mint Condition, another favorite of mine, kind of in that same just crazy, super fun colors. Just, oh, that one is so smooth. It's just like butter sliding across your hand. Ice Cold, one of my absolute favorites, is just perfect, super pale girl friendly, super metallic and amazing. His formula on his highlighters are just so good. Then I have Princess Cut here, which is probably one of the most disappointing. This one, I love how it looks after working with it, but working with it is such a pain, kind of like that Regina George one. It's just not as creamy. It's a lot stiffer, not as pigmented. I mean, if you look at that compared to like that, it is night and day, and you would not believe it was the same formula. Then we have Peach Goddess here. Absolutely beautiful. Love this color so much. You guys know I love me a crazy peachy highlight, and this one really fits the bill there. And then my two limited edition ones. This one is the one in collaboration with Manny MUA, and I just saw that they're coming out with another shade Gotta get my hands on that. Now this one, the texture of it is similar to the Regina George and Princess Cut, but it has a lot more pigmentation. This is the shade Eclipse, and this shade is like perfect for my skin tone. It just melts into my skin and looks amazing. This one here is Crystal Ball. Oh my goodness. Okay, that was a bit of a pain, but here we have Crystal Ball, which is kind of reminiscent to Ice Cold, but has kind of more pinky shifts to it rather than gold. Let's see here, right here. It is very beautiful. I love all of these. The formula is just top notch. Getting down to the end here, I found the other e.l.f. highlighter. This is in, oh my goodness, Pink Diamonds. Like I said before with the other ones, I do like these. They're a nice beginner highlight, not too crazy, but also not too subtle. I have these NYX Duochromatic highlighters. This one is in Twilight Tint. Probably my favorite out of all of these. Now these look really pretty. They're not the most insane pigmented, but they do look really nice on the skin. This one is Synthetica, kind of like an orange whatever toned. Once again, they look really pretty there. That one would make either a pretty highlighter or a pretty blush topper. This one is Lavender Steel, my second favorite. This one is just so beautiful. I love me a really nice lavender based highlighter. And then we have Crushed Bloom, which is just kind of like a rosy gold whatever highlighter going on here. There, that one is there. Super pretty. Then I have two of my Stila Heaven's Hue highlighter. This one is in Kitten. These are so pretty. I am still trying to figure out the best kind of like brush to use with these because they are such a unique formula. You can't just really use any old brush. Oh my goodness. And this is Transcendence, which is just a beautiful purpley, pinky, heavenly gorgeousness. These just sit so beautifully on the skin. They look like absolutely nothing, no layers, but they give you this beautiful just glow. Then I have my Essence Pure Nude highlighter. I absolutely love this thing for no makeup days. It is so beautiful and just lit from within. Nothing too crazy, but really nice. And then this is my Estee Lauder Heat Wave. You guys know how much I love this thing, even though Estee Lauder is crazy. Not cruelty-free, but it is a absolutely beautiful, super intense highlighter. I mean, it's just so reflective. Then I have my Soap & Glory Glow All Out powder. This is a very subtle but very pretty highlighter. It works also as kind of a nice blush topper. It is super, super soft. And it just kind of creates this like natural brightening effect on your skin. Then my Dandelion Twinkle. You guys know how much I love this. The texture is just so amazing, and I love how this looks on my skin. It is so special and unique. It is just gorgeous. Then you guys know how much I love my LA Girl strobing powders. This is in 120 watt, one of my absolute favorites. These are less than $10. You can get them online at Ulta and in stores at some places. These are just a really good, inexpensive powder. This one is in 80 watt, which was the supposed Champagne Pop dupe, which is reminiscent of Champagne Pop, but definitely not a dupe in my opinion. Champagne Pop is an enigma in and of itself. This is 90 watt. Very pretty, very pinky, rosy tone going on here. We'll do that one up there. Oh, that one is absolutely stunning. And then these three I haven't opened yet because I want to like go through a highlighter or something before that, but that is 20 watt, woohoo, 100 watt, and 50 watt. And here we have the last bit of highlighters for this part of the collection. I've got this sort of random Grand Bazaar Exotic Crystal Illuminating Loose Powder from Sonia Kashuk. This is kind of a pain to work with, as I think all loose highlighters are, but oh my goodness, come on. But it is absolutely beautiful. It is very unique, very glittery and shiny, and just camera is not doing it justice, but it is very beautiful. And then I have this Hard Candy Sheer Envy Prismatic Highlighter Iridescent Pearl Powder. This was kind of a dud for me. It's mostly just glitter. The powder sort of just away as you blend it out. So this one, unfortunately, was not a win from the drugstore. Then I have my NYX Illuminators, and it's actually funny. I was going through this last night and I noticed that one of them was like different packaging. It doesn't have the freaking heart or anything like that. And I was like, what's up with that? It's the one that I like the most. This is in Ritualistic, which is sort of the toned down dupe for NARS Albatross. It's just kind of that same beautiful platinum gold shade. And then we have Chaotic, which is a very deep rose going on here. A lot of these make better blush toppers or illuminated blush than highlighters, in my opinion. This one is in Magnetic. Once again, that peachy. This one does have a lot of like glitter running through it, but that one is very pretty in my opinion. Then we have Enigmatic. Sorry if I'm saying these things wrong. These ones are just more pigmented in the color department than they are like the sheen. They just come off a bit more colorful and less highlighty, which is why I think they work better as an illuminating blush. And this is Narcissistic. I think I said that right. Narcissist. I don't even know. Just kind of like an orange tone, whatever, running out of space. That one barely shows up. And then there were four. This is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi. I actually decluttered this and then brought it back into my collection because I kind of wanted it to like set all over my face when I do like unicorn makeup or anything like that. So it's less of a highlighter and more of like a super crazy setting powder that I use. And then I have this Laura Mercier one in Seduction. This was part of a swap I did with my friend Ashley. It is obviously way too dark for me, but I wanted to figure out some way to use it because it is just so beautiful. Oh my goodness. And then these two MAC ones are probably going to be given to my friend for Christmas, but I'll just show you these. This is the Extra Dimension Skin Finish in Superb, which is kind of this like rosy, goldy, pinky shade. Very beautiful. It might be hard to part with this, but MAC is unapologetically not cruelty-free. And then this is one of the ones from the Star Trek collection. This is the Luna Luster Trip the Light Fantastic Powder, and this is just, it looks beautiful. It does have glitter running through it, which, you know, I'm not a whatever. Hopefully my friend doesn't have issues with that. And then definitely much more subtle, but still very beautiful. Well, there we have it. That was the second part of my highlighter collection. Please let me know what you think. What are your favorite highlighters? Always give me options to check out because I am always in the mood to try out a new highlighter. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and as always, keep it real. Mwah!